And just as you're assuming that, I'm assuming that the people here are apathetic about the abortion holocaust because, well, you call the police, and because your response so far has been terrible. I mean, you come out here when we have signs to block them, and you call the police. So your response has been horrific so far. By your fruits, I'm saying you don't care because your response has been terrible. You know children are being slaughtered here in the city, and you do not care. If you cared, you wouldn't call the police on us. Why would you do that? Another church that calls the police an abolitionist. That's rotten fruit. That's terrible fruit. If you truly cared about this Holocaust, you wouldn't call the police on us. You would take action to abolish abortion. That's why this Holocaust continues. Abolitionists get the police called on them. And all we're doing is exhorting you to love your preborn neighbor as yourself. Stop ignoring mass murder. 3 police cars. 3. Are we really that dangerous? You need 3 police cars here?
I'm just a little confused. They're anti-abortion as well.
Yeah, like they're showing it, aren't they?
Most Christian denominations, Catholics, Lutherans, Methodists, Presbyterians, Episcopalians.
That's why we come out. We're hoping to stir up people that agree with us.
Well, they're worried about the kids.
Yeah.
And they call the police.
You know, the kids are the ones that understand it more. They see black and white, and parents have all this emotional baggage on them that causes them to make excuses. So I think they'll listen to the kids.
You guys usually have a set time how long you stay out?
Yeah, when people stop coming in. I mean, there's nobody to talk to now anyway, so we're on our way home, basically.
So you're not really against them per se?
No.
You just want them to
I guess their apathy.
We'll stir up the people that are apathetic, but the people that aren't, we encourage, and we hope to encourage people is what we're doing, to be more active. We hope they agree with us.
I remember I see you guys on Farwell.
Yeah, we go out to the abortion clinic quite a bit.
The last time I saw you on 27th and Morgan.
Yeah, we get around.
There's one there too.
I don't know.
We'll pick a busy street corner too, just to reach people, anywhere.
It's like Highway 100 North.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, yeah, they're just concerned about the kids seeing that. They said people getting
Well, they should be more concerned that this is happening to kids. That's why we're here, because Christians don't care for the most part. And they call the police. That's a terrible response.
Well,
Christians should.
Christians should crying. They're saying, just crying. Their parents are trying to explain to them.
Well, maybe they're crying that this is happening to children, and the parents don't care.
I think it's the images that these kids are seeing that they shouldn't be seeing on a Sunday morning on the way to church, and that's what they're feeling right now. Is that the kids, this is no part of this.
Yeah, I don't know if that's really
Kids
happening.
can't make any decisions on any of this stuff.
Sure they can.
They're innocent kids going to church, and that's how they're feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if that's really happening, but even if it is, that's an appropriate response.
myself haven't
And they're
seen
saying
any
they're
children
crying and saying
crying.
why. I would like to see an adult ask that too.
I like to see adults crying over this. Like, this is happening to children. Instead of getting upset and call the police on us, it's like, have compassion on these children.
Sometimes we can learn more from the kids.
Yeah. They're on the same side as you guys. So.
What?
Yeah,
They're on the same side as you guys.
No, they're not. No, sir.
It was a real mixed response.
In all due respect,
If you had a clinic or something, I could see, but they're like,
in all due respect, that they're not on our side. They're against us. Otherwise, they wouldn't call the police. And
they were concerned about the aggressiveness.
Well,
Tact.
they're not concerned about this
That way
Holocaust.
if someone's aggressive to us. We're hoping to reach people. We don't want to turn people off as the first response, but if they're negative towards us, we're going to argue with them.
imagery or?
So they were yelling and shoving signs in kids' faces.
Well, we weren't doing
Kids
that.
were disturbed by it.
Well, we were
Shoving means that we were standing here as the kids walk by.
we were raising our voice so they could hear us.
Anything aggressive like that.
So I mean,
People interpreted things
Yeah,
differently.
definitely.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Oh,
a
yeah.
perspective.
And
the whole thing as well.
are any of you Christians, officers?
We're not getting into that.
Well, it's a very important matter. You don't want to die and go
We
to hell.
can't separation of church and state.
Well, it's not biblical. It's not historical.
Procedures, we're not allowed to talk religions or politics. So I'm not
It
gonna
just
break
is
our
what
rules
it
and
is.
Procedures for your
Well, I encourage you to turn to Jesus Christ if you're not a Christian, to repent, because you don't want to die and go to hell. You could die today. I know police officers, they're dying more. They're getting shot.
We're not here to talk about that.
We can't talk about it.
Well, I can talk about it though. I just encourage you to
guys.
turn to Christ.
All right.
You don't want to die and go to
Talk
hell.
your chaplains then. They're authorized to do it.
You're not promised another day of life, so please turn to Christ and live.
Both of we-